Boys and girls, welcome back to another video. It's your boy Flo, Caleb, whatever the hell you want to call me. And today, another episode of Why Would You Admit to This? This is a series where we go through Reddit confessions or really any sort of confession. And we ask ourselves, how would you admit to this? Simple as that. So we're about to do it again. I've already done this twice. This is really the third episode, the second episode. I'm calling it this. So yeah, we're going to get straight into it. Feel me? I'm excited as hell. Subscribe, follow the Twitch, all that, follow my socials. Let's get into it. Alright, we're gonna focus on today, the top of today. The first one says, I threw up in a hookah lounge and didn't tell anybody. Now this is literally just 4 hours ago of me recording this. I was little, like 18 or 19. I was going through a cool girl phase where I went to hookah bars to make new friends. I'm at a table with some friends and they passed me the hose. I ripped the hookah very hard too many times and got nauseous. This hookah lounge had bathrooms that were down a hallway that was guarded by a security guard. The ladies' bathroom was right next to the security. I confidently walked past security, pushed the door open, only for the door to not open. Someone had locked it. Why is a public bathroom locked? Is it a single person bathroom? Before I even had a chance to think, the vomit spilled out all over the door and the floor. It was the quietest vomit I've ever made. I don't know what came over me. I wiped my mouth and turned around and walked past the security guard back to my friends. I didn't tell a soul. Security didn't come looking for me. There was no suspicion or consequences. I still have immense guilt for not telling anybody. Hope to gosh that the woman who walked out of the bathroom didn't step. Oh my god. Who walked out of the bathroom didn't step into the throat. I don't hookah anymore. Yeah, that was a wake-up call for her. She threw up on the door in public. The quietest throw up. Like, how does that even... What? You just quietly throw up on the door. Nobody notices. Nobody says anything. Just walk back to your friends and carry on your day. Ah, shit. Right. Hey, that's some talent right there. I ain't gonna lie. I made a really big mistake 2 years ago, and it just caught up with me. I had a good girlfriend and took her for granted. Since then, I've had a lot of unsuccessful dates and lust, but nothing has been fulfilling. I had mostly forgot about this girl until she started popping up everywhere recently. She has a new boyfriend now, and they seem to be good together. She has also become much more successful in her sport and academically. As I've been thinking about it, I could have a really happy and healthy relationship with a successful woman, but I chose lust and short-term excitement instead. This is really huge regret that has been eating at me constantly for about a month. How happy would I be right now? This feels really bad. My brother, let it go. It's time to let it go. You messed up. You effed up. Time to carry on. You feel me? Simple as that. It's not simple as that, but it's simple as that. You feel me? Flagged by a middle schooler, invaded his home to take it. So back when we were like 14, probably, this new kid, Nevin, will say moves in a few. Oh, this grammar. Can I just not read, or are they just typing weird? I don't know. I feel stupid right now, bro. Shortly after, he invites me and my friend into his house one day. As we're checking out his place, he goes into the kitchen, reaches up his top fridge, pulls down a Smith & Wesson Model 59. That's some type of gun. I know that. I don't know what the fuck. I know it's a gun, alright? I don't know anything further than that. And immediately starts flagging us, point blank laughing like it's funny or something. Me and my friend did the what the hell? You know how it goes. And Nevin puts it back on top of the fridge. Me and my friend got out of there ASAP. Kid was whack as heck. Fast forward, come 2 a.m. Oh, they're on a mission. He said fast forward 2 a.m. Alright. Fast forward, come 2 a.m. Me and my friend are sitting in my house and we discuss the situation. Quickly he turns to me, telling him I'm gonna go see his sliding back door was unlocked and if the gun is still up there, that I'll be back in 2 minutes. Goes as planned. Weeks later, Nevin's brother finds it missing, blows up on him and accusing him of doing something with it. He called me and asked, and I helped him think of possible suspects. Lucky for me, he liked to tell a lot of people it was in his house. The flagging was intentional. He helps him think of possible suspects. Y'all know that one kid in school would take people's shit to help you find. This is this kid right here. I used to draw on the walls in my sister's name and blame her. This was a very lighthearted confession, but I thought it would be fun to share. Me, 22 female, and my sister, 24 female. Our best friends, always have been. I wasn't the best younger sister growing up, but I'm human. I was a small child. I would take a pencil and write my sister's name all over the walls and try to replicate her handwriting. That is fucking evil. What the hell? She did get in trouble for it. After seeing her get in trouble, I felt bad, but not bad enough to confess. Eventually, I confessed when I was about 20, and my mom's sister laughed about it. To this day, I was professional. I blame her for things. Yo, that's literally my sister, right? That's literally my sister. I assaulted a man the day after I had dinner with him because I realized what he was doing. Okay. So I was just in Vietnam for a holiday. I am 17-year-old male. I'm not massive myself, but was way bigger than the 47-year-old man I met from Taiwan. It was Chinese New Year, and we found ourselves sitting next to each other at a fountain. We talked and hit it off, had a few smokes, and then went out for dinner. We sat down, and he kept touching my leg as we talked, and I assumed he was being friendly, but I eventually told him to stop because I didn't feel comfortable with it. He continued doing it while also offering to pay for our food and buy me more beer. After we started to leave and walk back, my phone was dead, so he said he knew the way back to my hotel. We were walking, he kept grabbing onto my arm, even though I kept removing his hand. Edited. I put my arm around him one time to try to get him to stop touching and give back the same annoying treatment. This was very stupid. Yeah, bro, why would you do that, bro? He put his arm around him, thinking that that's gonna stop something, bro. Come on, bro. and I was very drunk. I moved my arm quickly. He eventually leaned his head onto my shoulder and they gave my arm a kiss. I told him, hey, none of that, and brushed him off, but he kept on grabbing my arm after I persistently kept removing his hand. He then tried to lead me the wrong way from my hotel, where I then asked for directions and headed my own way. Next day, I organized to meet him at the park where I mentioned what he did, where I then jabbed him in his jaw. He walked away, as so did I. I ran back up to him and pushed him where he started to run. Oh shit. Then I kicked his leg and eventually pushed him to the ground. I kicked his shoe back to him as he got up and ran. In no way did I make any sexual attempt to him to get him to act this way. Did I do the wrong/right thing? Should I have done more or less? Bro, what? Why did he meet back with him in the first place? Just to punch him? What the hell? Comment said, well, why are you going back to meet up with a guy 30 years older than you that was obviously trying to and continue making advancements after you told him to stop? Does he deserve the ass kicking? Yes. But you are putting yourself in danger with the law. You should have never met back with him. I agree, bro. Like, get out of there. This one says, I shoplifted once and now I can't stop doing it. I live in the UAE. What the fuck is the UAE? United Arab Emirates. I live in the UAE and I'm an 11th grader. I suspect that I'm a kleptomaniac. What are these words? A recurrent urge to steal type shit. I got caught for stealing money in class, and even that didn't stop me from shoplifting. I've been shoplifting for about 2 years now. It's mostly just snacks and other small stuff. Never over $30. Are you aware of the punishment for stealing in the UAE? What's the punishment? Hold on. What's the punishment? I want to know too. Petty theft can get you months to a year in prison. It's not as bad as other Arab countries, but still definitely not worth the risk. Some places could chop your hand. Whoa. Met a random woman at a large corporate function. She confessed. I was recently at a large corporate party with many people I didn't know from different offices around the country. I was making small talk with the wife of someone I didn't know, and she started making humorous complaints about her husband. Nothing serious, typical middle-aged marriage jokes. We're laughing and says, we've never before and we probably never meet again. So I can tell you something I need to get off my chest. I say, sure. She confesses that she had a long-year affair that ended about 2 years ago. I smile and say, that's not uncommon and not so bad. She then gets very serious and says that's not the bad part. He recently died of cancer and she so wanted to see him before he died, but she couldn't. Her husband actually knew about the affair, but his wife never did. Hold on, what? Her husband actually knew, but his wife never did? Oh, wait. Oh, so the girl's husband. Oh, okay. See, I'm kind of... So the husband knew, but the wife didn't. Who's the person that's dying? Hold on, bro. I'm so confused right now. The person she's having an affair with is the person that is about to die, or that did die. The wife of him didn't know, but her husband didn't know type shit. Okay, yeah. I'm excited, yeah. She was on the verge of tears, saying she couldn't even go to the funeral, but she did go to his grave afterwards. I'm kind of confused because I forgot he's telling this from a different person's perspective, like what she told him. I'm thinking like she's telling the story. She couldn't talk to her husband about it. She couldn't talk to anyone. I wanted to ask her more questions, but she stopped me. She got herself together and left to join her husband. Why are they still together? She left to go join her husband. So her husband knew, yet he's still her husband type shit. But I don't be knowing, bro. If he's okay with that, he's okay. You know what I'm saying? We don't judge around here, chat. Before the evening ended, she talked to me again with other people around. Big smile on her face, saying what a great fun conversation we had. She asked to exchange numbers, which we did. She started texting me 2 days later, giving me a bit more details about the affair, explaining that she really loved the guy and missed him terribly. Then she told me that her marriage was miserable and that she believes her husband is really gay. Yo, that took a fucking turn, bro. What? She told me that her marriage is miserable and that she believes her husband is really gay. There's no way this is a real story. I was so lost in the entire story, and then I just see this at the end. Like, I'm still lost, kind of. I get it, but I'm kind of lost. You know, when you get something, but you're like still kind of lost, you kind of just need more information. That's what's happening right here. She's feeling you out, talking about how we'll never meet again, but then proceeds to exchange numbers. She's messy, stay far, far away. She's most definitely a messy one, bro. What the fuck? You can tell what type of guy her husband is. If he knew about some affair that she was having, and they're still together. You know what you are, buddy. I'm not saying he's gay. She thinks he's gay. I don't know if he's gay. That's not what I was insinuating. I was insinuating that he's a cuck. It was me, and I never told anyone about it till now. So a few years ago, I used to work at a veterinary clinic. During a routine exam while I was performing a TPR, temperature, pulse, respiration, I felt a gassy fart brewing and knew that it would be one of those silent but deadly ones. I took a quick peek around back office to make sure that I was alone before letting it out. This particular patient was ready for discharge and I was about to bring the dog out. His owner, when the DVM walked past, I thought she had gone too long. Stopped abruptly, took one stiff up of the air and proclaimed, feeling panic. I quickly joined in on her self-proclamation by saying, I know, right? Literally the dumbest thing I could have said. This specific provider actually owned the clinic I was working out of and decided that that the dog needed a bath before we should discharge him, the owner. No charge, free bath. Unnecessary bath. Who do you think she asked to bathe that dog? Hey. So a fart leading to her had to do more work. Yo, that's funny. I never heard of that. A fart ended up leading to the owner of the clinic walking past her, smelling the area, and then the person who farted joined in on her. Now she has to do more work. Just a free bath. Shout out to the dog. Now the dog gets a free bath. Hey, dog caught a huge stray, but now it gets a free bath. My kids call me a pervert whenever they're mad at me. I accidentally dated a 23-year-old in my 40s. The person lied about their age and they looked much older. I later found out and things did not turn out so well. Now that my children know my oldest is 22, call me a pervert. Now I don't know how to undo the damage. Well, I mean, hey, pervert is crazy. Pervert. I want to say pervert. It is kind of, Jalen Greenish, but what is wrong with it? To be 23 and look 40, yo, dead ass. What the hell? What the fuck? 23 and look 40 is insane. My best friend is about to be a therapist and he's going to be bad at it. I have a friend who's been in school for psychology and is about to start his internship to become a counselor. He's a recovering drug addict who's going to be working in the field helping addicts. I've been super supportive of him through this, but deep down I know he's going to be horrible at it. He is one of the most snap to judgment people I've ever met. Zero outside perspective other than his own. Suffers from serious cognitive dissonance as well as being super entitled. I don't think he's a bad person obviously, or we wouldn't be friends, but realistically speaking, I feel like he's going to end up being more harmful than helpful to the people he's meant to help. It's been bothering me, probably more than it should, that people seeking help at their very lowest in life are going to be stuck having him as a counselor. Damn, he can't be that bad. What the hell? I'm not going to say any of this to him for obvious reasons. One of which is it's really not my place or business, but it's been bothering me, so I just wanted to say it, which is why I made this post. Shit, it is what it is, bro. Hopefully him being a therapist fixes him, you feel me? That's always a possibility. Childhood friend doesn't know my son is named after him and I've been avoiding telling him. So I grew up in a terrible home and one of the only people who I actually looked up to and who treated me nicely was the older boy next door who would watch me when my parents were busy. A lot of my better childhood memories come from spending time at his house. He introduced me to a lot of music, movies, /games that shaped my taste and gave me my current hobby. I remember him fondly. My dad got a job in the city when I was 12. We left my hometown and I haven't seen him since. 6 years later, I left my home and had a child. I didn't originally mean to name my son after anyone I knew personally, but when I was coming up with potential baby names, I remember that friend, how much I liked him and thought his name was a good one for a boy. It ended up being the only name that I liked that my son's mom also approved of, so he now shares a name with my old babysitter. Fast forward another 12 years present, I get a friend request from that friend on Facebook. We're still in the same county and he mostly works from home, but comes to my city every now and then. He offered to get lunch sometime and catch up, and I don't know how I'm supposed to tell him I have a preteen named after him without it sounding weird. Like, how would you react if some child you looked after when you were a teenager and who you have not spoken to in over 18 years grew up and named his son after you? I think made it worse by avoiding the topic altogether over text. I've only called my son by his nickname when talking about him. I don't know if it sounds kind of like I lied or hid it from him. If I tell him now at this point, I thought I had finally become a more secure, normal adult who can manage my anxiety. But here I am now stressing. God help. Well, it's not weird. Just tell bro. Does he have a common name? If he has a common name, just tell him like the mom chose it or some shit. Or just come clean about it. You feel me? Seems like a cool person. I don't think he'll think it's weird. Just bring it up in like in a fire way. Tell him like how much saying he helped me through life. Something like that. I want you to know that I named my child after you because you had a profound impact on me growing up. Simple as that. That's literally what I just said, right? Alright, we're gonna end it off there. That was a fire episode, I'd say. A lot of positive ones, I think, right? I really can't even remember. I think there was some positive ones. Definitely more positive ones than the last one. There was like one positive one than the last one. But if you enjoyed the video, subscribe, follow the Twitch like I said, streaming soon. And yeah, bro, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. You feel me?